Hi listeners, it's Kat here from Aghast. I just wanted to take a minute outside of the show to let you know about alter ego empowerment coaching. It's time to invest in your relationship with yourself. We all have a tendency to put other people or tasks first, but in doing so, we can sometimes neglect our relationship with ourselves. Let me be your advocate and show you a kinder, gentler way to treat the most important person in your life, yourself. Alter Ego Wellness offers life coaching to help you achieve the life you desire through interactive online coaching sessions. We also offer online yoga and meditation classes. If you think Alter Ego Wellness may help you, please feel free to contact me, Catherine, at alteregowellness@outlook.com or at alteregowell on Instagram. Okay, now back to our show.
Hello and welcome to another beautiful episode of Castbox. That's right. You're in for some true crime. Yeah. Do you like the breathy intros? Makes me feel like gold dust. Okay, let's get serious, folks. This is true crime, and we got some blood and guts to talk about. We got, for you this fine episode, we have bowling, an old Hispanic person, arson, and gunfire. If you're thinking this sounds like a crazy day at the senior day program during their We Fit hour, you're probably right. No, but unfortunately today we are talking about the Las Cruces bowling alley massacre. This one's gonna piss you right off, but they always do. Or at least it pissed me off. Maybe you're heartless. Who knows? Regardless, I'm John.
And I'm Kat.
And this is Castbox.
Hello, everyone.
Boy, oh wow.
We're recording in sunlight again.
Yes, you may have noticed that we've been gone for a week.
Yes,
because we were moving once again.
into our home.
Yeah. We bought our place from Kat's parents, and we now banished her parents to the basement and assumed the first floor.
Yeah.
And I don't regret any bit of it.
No.
Put boomers in the ground.
Oh my God, relax. How are you this morning, John?
I gotta go to work and it's a Monday, so I'm feeling pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a long, shitty week.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, with that kind of positivity, why don't you give us our disclaimer?
Yeah. Thank goodness we're doing some true crime this morning. Otherwise, I wouldn't start my week off right. I wish there was whiskey in my coffee right now. Okay, cue the fucking music. Hey, folks. We here at Castbox have a lighter touch to true crime. The lightest touch that you can possibly imagine. We are like the pinching knuckles creating pressure on the pussy, bulbous pimple of true crime. Bursting the brownish yellow pus of podcasts. And we just keep pressing until there's blood. That dark, brownish blood that's been sitting there for a while in the boil.
Ew.
Might have to lance that son of a bitch.
You're disgusting.
And the reason we have to have this air of levity is because true crime sucks. It always has and always will. And we need to go to work, or at least I need to. And I can't be riddled with fucking depression every goddamn day while I'm trying to do accounting. So if you...
Accounting?
I do some accounting. Shut the fuck up. So if you don't like making fun of and ridiculing and belittling murderers and rapists in a very violent and crass kind of way, if you don't like that, then you are a fool and a clown. For the rest of you, if you do enjoy that, you are cultured and intelligent, and we're here for you. So grab yourself something alcoholic or Whatever stimulant or depressant that works best for you, that feels the most fun at this moment in your life. And let's sit back and relax and get right pissed while we get pissed off. Good luck and bless your hearts.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for our customers, our listeners, who are also our customers. They offer us nothing and we offer them shitty podcasts.
You ready?
Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm ready. Let's get on with the goddamn show.
Okay. In Las Cruces, New Mexico, around 8 a.m. on February 10th, 1990, 34-year-old Stephanie Senek was in her office, which was located inside the Las Cruces bowling alley.
Okay.
She was getting ready to open up the alley for the day. Her 12-year-old daughter, Melissa Rapace, and her 13-year-old friend, Amy Hauser, were also with Stephanie, as they would be in charge of the bowling alley's daycare that day.
Bowling alley daycare. That's amazing.
I know.
Did they give them like little bowling balls?
That's so cute.
Just destroying each other.
In the kitchen was Ida Holgan, the alley's cook. It was around 8:20 a.m. and she was preparing the food menu for the day, but she was surprised when a man came through the unlocked kitchen door, aiming his .22 pistol at Ida. He demanded that she go to Stephanie's office. While taking Ida, the man's partner had rounded up Melissa and Amy, who were roaming the alley, killing their boredom until the alley opened.
Oh my god, who fucking sticks up a goddamn bowling alley?
And children.
Like, that's, especially a bowling alley with a fucking daycare.
I know.
Like, get a life.
Stephanie was stunned to see Ida, Melissa, and Amy enter the office with 2 gunmen. Now that all 4 women were in the office, they were ordered to lay down on the floor. The gunmen assured them that they would let everyone go if they just cooperated. After rooting through the room for a short while, the gunmen took about $4,000 to $5,000 from the office safe.
Wow, that's quite a bit of money to have on hand.
While this was taking place, 26-year-old Steve Tarrin, the alley's pin mechanic, had arrived for his shift. Steve could not find a babysitter for the day as he had to work, and his wife Audrey was attending a class, so his 2-year-old daughter Valerie and 6-year-old daughter Paula were in tow.
Oh, Jesus. This is not good.
He had planned to make use of the bowling alley's daycare once they opened. Steve made his way to Stephanie's office, walking right into the robbery.
Fuck.
A struggle ensued, and despite having served time in the military, the 2 armed gunmen had overpowered him and regained control.
Damn it.
Surprised at the interruption and now enraged with the struggle, the 2 gunmen began shooting, opening fire on all in the room. Stephanie, Steve, Ida, 2-year-old Valerie, 6-year-old Paula, 12-year-old Melissa, and 13-year-old Amy. 7 innocent people were shot execution style inside the alley's office.
Get the fuck out of here. They fucking execution styled those kids? What the fuck is this shit? You got the money. Fuck off.
After the carnage, believing everyone was dead, the gunmen began rummaging through some papers on the office desk, and they set the office on fire with the intention of destroying all the evidence of the crime. The gunmen fled the scene $5,000 richer.
All this for fucking $5,000. That's so fucking pathetic. You could have fucking taken a goddamn bank machine.
At 8:29 a.m., just a short time after the horrific crime, 911 received a call. It was 12-year-old Melissa Rapace, Stephanie's daughter.
Oh, she survived.
Emergency.
Please help me.
Well, slow down.
We were all shot and hold up.
Okay. Where are you at?
1201 East Amador for Cruces Bowl.
Las Cruces Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, and there were shots fired?
Yes. All of us were hurt.
Huh?
All of us were hurt. I think I'm the only one conscious.
All of you were hurt? Okay, we'll get an ambulance rolling.
Please.
Okay. What's your name?
Melissa Repass. Please hurry.
Okay, Melissa, we've got them dispatched. Did you see who did it?
No, sir. They told us all to get down. They shot me 5 times.
Okay. We'll get them rolling, Melissa. Just hang on. Take a deep breath. We've got patrol units in route. How many people are hurt?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 people are hurt?
Yes, I think.
7 subjects hurt. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Melissa.
It hurts.
It hurts? Okay. Melissa, I've got an ambulance and I've got the police officers en route. They'll be with you just shortly.
Okay.
Okay? You didn't see what any of the
Mom,
men
they
were
just took
wearing?
all of our money.
You didn't see what any kind of the men were wearing or anything?
No.
Nothing, huh? They just walked in?
Uh-huh.
Do you know if they were black men, white
With
men?
one black man. They're both black.
2 black men?
Yeah.
Okay. No, they've left. 2 black male.
Please hurry.
Okay. It's okay, Melissa.
There's a fire, too.
There's a fire?
Right on the desk. They're going to burn us up.
Are the men still there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. They put us in the office.
They put you in the office?
Yes, I need a fire engine, too. Please help me.
10-2. Okay, Melissa. She said they locked them in the office. She doesn't know if they're still there or not.
The door's open. There's a fire.
It's on Amador, yeah.
Please
Can you
help.
smell smoke, Melissa?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Can I get the fire
Fire
extinguisher?
department, too?
Yes.
She says she smells smoke. They may have lit the building on fire.
No, it is on fire.
It is on fire.
It is.
Okay, Melissa.
Can I go get
Stand
the...
by utility 1.
Oh, ow.
Okay, Melissa, we've got them coming, hon. We've got them coming. Is somebody there?
Sorry, my mommy.
Okay, Melissa. There's a police officer there now, okay?
There is?
Yes, there is. He's going to try and find you.
We're in the office.
Well, that was fucking horrible to listen to. Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Her like complaining about how much it hurts.
I know. And
is
so
awful.
The bullets are in her head and in her face.
Was she actually shot 5 times?
Yes. Yeah,
Holy
so
fuck.
we'll get to that. So
That a 12-year-old could be doing this entire thing after being shot 5 times.
I know. And
Holy
like
fuck.
seeing all the horrors around her too,
Yeah.
like with her everyone else.
Fuck, that was awful.
So she was very brave, despite the horrors that she faced and having been shot 5 times. Emergency responders were immediately dispatched to the scene. Firefighters worked to put out the fire while paramedics removed all 7 victims out of the office and into the lobby to begin life-saving treatment.
Oh, wow.
34-year-old Stephanie, her daughter Melissa, and 33-year-old Ida, and 2-year-old Valerie, Steve's daughter, were rushed to Memorial General Hospital. Stephanie, Melissa, and Ida were stabilized. Sadly, 2-year-old Valerie would pass not long after arriving to the hospital.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that shit.
6-year-old Paula, 13-year-old Amy Hauser, and 26-year-old Steve Tarrant were pronounced dead at the scene.
Jesus Christ.
The police then got started and the investigation began. Melissa was able to give the 911 dispatcher a description of the suspects. She initially described them as black, but police eventually narrowed down that they were likely Hispanic with darker complexions. Another hurdle that they had to overcome was discovering that the majority of evidence had been lost and destroyed from the fire and the extinguishing of the fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sadly, there wasn't much to go on from the investigation standpoint. The killer's goal to not leave evidence behind was nearly successful. Roadblocks and border control was distributed throughout the area but led to no arrests. However, there was a potential eyewitness. Steve Senek, who was Stephanie's brother, was at the alley earlier that morning. He had gone to retrieve some items from the alley. When he left, he claims to have seen 2 Hispanic men walking together, one looking much older than the other. They were walking in the direction of the alley carrying a briefcase. He came forward with this information after the attack, now seeing the potential link between them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Steve Senek was able to complete 2 composite sketches for the investigators.
That's supposed to be 2 different guys.
Yeah, so as you can see, one is
Lionel Richie and
much younger.
and the other one is Homo erectus. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck.
So the first suspect is described as a young Hispanic between the ages of 28 and 34 years old, standing at about 5'10" and 160 to 170 pounds. He has wavy brown hair and brown eyes, and he had a thicker mustache. No accent was detected. Our second suspect was an older Hispanic male, around the ages of 48 to 54 years old. He was shorter, standing at around 5'6", and weighing around 140 pounds. He had thinning salt and pepper hair, brown eyes, and spoke English, but with a Spanish accent.
That's a lot of detail that they got.
Based on these sketches and descriptions, other witnesses came forward. They had been seen in a green vehicle, possibly a van, fleeing the scene. A vehicle with 4 Hispanic men was stopped and apprehended. They had thousands of dollars on their person. Steve was contacted to make an identification of any of them, but he did not identify them as being the men he had seen earlier. The men were released. As the surviving victims were recovering in the hospital, Ida Holgan, the alley's cook, was able to confirm the sketches Steve had provided.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so those were the 2 fucks.
And she was able to contribute to them.
Oh, nice.
She recalled seeing them in the weeks leading up to the shooting.
Oh, really?
It is believed that they were likely staking out the alley and getting a feel for its operations before they decided to make their move.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, who puts this much fucking effort into fucking robbing an alley? Like,
Well, we'll get to that.
like, what kind of money did they think was there?
Sadly, the Las Cruces massacre remains open to this day.
Oh, fuck off. They still haven't got these shits?
It's still an active case, as well with the investigators continuing to work on it. There's a $25,000 reward for any information that can identify the men responsible for killing 4 innocent people and severely injuring 3 others.
Bastards.
In my opinion, someone took this to their grave. It is very unlikely that the older gentleman is likely still alive.
Oh, yeah, it was 1990, so that was 33 years
And
ago.
if he was like possibly 50 or 60,
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
if he is alive, this would put him like in his 90s.
Oh, yeah. He's fucking dead.
I think we just have to hope that information will come forward that will bring closure to all those affected by this heinous and senseless crime.
Yeah.
Ideally, someone being arrested and justice would be served. Stephanie Senex survived the day of the attack, but was sadly left with long-term injuries.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
She was shot repeatedly, and one of those times was in the head. She also suffered from PTSD and was afraid to leave her home.
Oh, of course.
She passed away 9 years after the incident in 1999 from complications due to her gunshot injuries.
Fucking assholes.
Melissa Repass, Stephanie's daughter, and Ida Holgan are now the sole survivors of the Las Cruces bowling alley massacre. 33 years later, they continue to suffer the mental anguish and effects this left on them. They remain hopeful that justice will be served for those they lost that day. 2-year-old Valerie Taryn, 6-year-old Paula, 26-year-old Steve Taryn, 13-year-old Amy Hauser, and Stephanie Zenek. So, this case does come with its theories.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's interesting.
So,
lay it on me. Let me hear a theory.
there were lots
An Austin theory.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to...
You know.
I need a little bit of levity because this was such a fucking downer.
So there were lots of speculations and theories with this case. So we'll talk about some of those theories that came to light during and after the investigation.
Okay.
Robert Seneck, Stephanie's father and the alley's owner, was believed to be involved with some crooked business people and deals. Some people believe that he even had dealings with the cartel, but these have never been confirmed.
That's interesting. That might be the reason why everyone got fucking executed.
R.J. Seneck, Stephanie's brother, tended to the bowling alley's bar, and rumors spread that he was involved in the drug world. During this investigation, it was revealed that he also suffered from a cocaine addiction, but no links were found between himself and the crime. Sadly, RJ's addiction would get the best of him, and he passed away 7 years after the attack of a drug overdose.
Jesus. He was probably doing drugs to get over that entire fucking situation. Or doing it more so.
Another witness came forward saying that 2 men had recently boarded at her home who resembled the men in the sketches.
Oh.
Shortly after coming forward, she recanted her story. It came to light that this woman also suffered from addiction that would later take her life as well. So police didn't find her credible and they stopped contact with her. Rumors circulated that the crime went beyond a botched robbery.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
I just can't picture 2 guys fucking with guns. They got them all like in the office. They're clearly subdued. They're submitting to your will. You got the money, and now I'm just gonna execute everyone. Like that's fucking ridiculous.
Ida, the alley cook, and others firmly believed that the men were after something specific due to the violence of the crime, like you said, and the fact that even though fleeing with $4,000 to $5,000 from the safe, there was still money left in the safe.
What?
Yeah,
really?
They didn't even take all of the money. And there was money in all of the registers throughout the alley.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't have been in that much of a fucking hurry.
Yeah. Ida and the surviving victims said it seemed they were intentionally looking for something in the office. It seemed to the survivors and the investigators that the money was not their primary goal. Because they did say they were sifting around the desk, and then they set the desk on fire.
Yeah, like I wonder if they were looking for like incriminating pictures or like it's 1990, like maybe cassette tapes or something like that.
Theories also floated around that these gunmen were gang members or were hired hitmen from Mexico. That there may have been a thirst of revenge from a former employee or an acquaintance of Robert's or RJ's. But at the heart of it, I think people are just desperate to find closure for the horrific nature of these crimes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's human nature. We want to fucking make patterns and make sense of senseless situations.
But it remains open and active, so they have investigators actively still working on this case. 30
years later,
33,
though, like
I know,
like how active are they actively working on it? Like, what is the crime rate of fucking New Mexico? Like, I'm sure they're busy enough.
So the violent crime fell from 8.2 incidents per 1,000 people to 7.8. But it still gives New Mexico the second highest violent crime rate in the U.S. behind Alaska with 8.4 incidents per 1,000. Property crime fell from 31.8 incidents per 1,000 to 28.4.
Wow.
So they're second.
Yeah. Yeah, so it may still be active, but I doubt anyone's really looking into it that deeply. Like,
I know.
They're the fucking cops are either super busy with all this crime rate or they're fucking all corrupt.
Yeah.
And they're not looking into it anyways.
So, would you like to see some pictures?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so here we have Steve, Valerie, Paula, which were Steve's children.
Yeah.
Melissa's 13-year-old friend, Amy.
Yeah.
And her mother, Stephanie Zenick.
Oh, okay.
And our survivors, Ida, the cook.
Yeah.
And Melissa, who made the 911 call.
That's so fucked. So fucked.
And this was the crime scene.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so pretty horrific.
There's something else to this.
Yeah.
No one bumps off a bowling alley like this. Like, you fucking go in. You don't want to kill anyone if you're robbing, right? Like, that's not the purpose. The purpose is just to get the money.
I feel like you don't stake out a bowling alley.
No, if you're really going to be doing a lot of prior work, you're going to choose a better target than a bowling alley. You'll choose, like, a jewelry store. For $5,000, like, you could easily just take a fucking ATM.
Yeah.
Check when it fucking is refilled. Then get a couple chains and just pull it out with a fucking truck.
Yeah, I do agree with Ida, the alley cook, that with her being right there, she said it seemed like they were looking something specific.
Yeah.
And I just don't get why they would say everything is going to be okay if you just cooperate.
And then
execute them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how you can point a gun at a child. Like, point a gun at anyone, but, like, shoot a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 12 and 13-year-old execution style.
I don't get it either. Like, you'd have to be a soulless piece of fucking taint shit.
Yeah.
To do that.
That is the story of the Las Cruces bowling alley massacre.
That's disgusting. Thank you for bringing this to my Monday.
Oh, you're very welcome. What would you suggest I bring you on a Monday?
Oh, God. Cornflakes. We're going to move this back to Friday, so at least we have the weekend to look forward to.
Oh, goodness.
Shall we switch gears?
To
Let's
Mr.
downshift.
Randy
Let's downshift to some Randall Savage quotes.
Randall Savage.
And now it is that time. You hear that? The clock is chiming for us to review and mull upon the beautiful wise words of his savageness, Randall Savage. You will eat my rear rockets and like it.
You'll have to say that again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You will eat my rear rockets and like it. Oh, yeah.
That was really good.
Rear rockets. I think he has, like, irritable bowel syndrome. if his turdettes are rocketing out of his asshole.
Oh, my God. John. That's too funny. You are terrible.
I stay by it. Well, thank you very much for sharing that fucking garbage with me and with our audience. And for those of you who are also embarking on your week, good luck. I hope this motivates you to be as productive a member of society as you possibly can.
Well, you're very welcome.
Oh, Jesus. Well, drive home, everybody. Best of luck.
Drive home.
Yeah.
And if you are home, go
Stay
outside.
Home. go.
Oh, God.
Bless your hearts, everybody. Take care.
Goodbye. You can check us out on YouTube at Catam Concoction.
That's CATAMCONCOCTION.
And on Instagram at cast_Aghast.
Remember, there's a silent H. What is it called again?
The last Cruces Bowling Alley Massacre.
No, unfortunately, today we are talking about the Las Cruces. We're talking about the Las Cruces. Cruces?
Yeah. Try not to squeak around and stuff. I won't touch that.
That means you too, you fart.
In Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Bless you.
The killer's goal to not leave evidence behind was nearly succeeded. Roadblocks and...
It was nearly successful.
I don't know why. Why I put succeeded. The killer's goal to not leave...
Language.
They had been seen in a green vehicle.
It's similar to a vehicle, but it veers left and right.
I hate you.
Uncontrollably and without warning.
3 innocent people and severely injured.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize to me. Apologize to our customers. So fucking stupid. So even if we caught them, they don't get the fucking justice.
Mm-hmm. There were lots.
They deserve. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. You go ahead. You first.
Thank you.